A spacecraft launched from Earth in 1977, Voyager 1. Nearly half a century into its mission, it's now venturing into the great unknown, territory no human or machine has ever reached before. But recently, something strange happened. Something deeply unsettling. Voyager sent back a signal. Not just any signal, a transmission that has left NASA scientists speechless. This isn't science fiction. This is real. And what's unfolding in the farthest reaches of space might just change everything we think we know about the universe. Voyager 1 is alone, adrift on the edge of the abyss, when suddenly it encountered something. Or someone. This is the mysterious anomaly it has just experienced, and why it could rewrite the rules of space exploration forever. To understand what's happening, we need to revisit what Voyager 1 really is. Launched in 1977, during the time when computer power was measured in kilobytes and communication with space was limited to radio waves, Voyager 1 was humanity's most ambitious probe. It was built to explore the outer planets, Jupiter and Saturn, sending back breathtaking images and vital scientific data. But Voyager's mission didn't end there. After its grand tour of the solar system, NASA gave it a new goal: to journey beyond the influence of the Sun, into interstellar space. And it did just that. For years, Voyager has sent back data from the void, cold, distant, empty. But recently, something changed. The signals became strange. Distorted. Interfered with. Imagine listening to your car radio on a long, lonely road. Suddenly, through the static, you hear a voice. A voice that shouldn't be there. That's the kind of chilling interference scientists found in Voyager's transmissions. At first, it seemed like a glitch. Understandable, Voyager is nearly 50 years old, operating in unimaginable conditions. But as engineers analyzed the data more closely, it became clear, this wasn't just a technical hiccup. The interference had a pattern, bursts of distortion, almost like intentional signals. Something, somewhere, may be trying to tamper with or even respond to Voyager. Could this be an attack? A failure? Or something we've never encountered before? Some experts believe it could be a natural phenomenon, Voyager passing through a region of space warped by magnetic fields or unknown radiation. But others are not so sure. Because Voyager isn't just any spacecraft. It carries a message. The Golden Record. A 12-inch gold-plated disc containing sounds from Earth, greetings in 55 languages, music from around the world, and a map to our solar system. A message in a bottle, drifting through space, just in case someone, or something, finds it. What if something has? What if an advanced civilization discovered Voyager, and is sending a reply? NASA has begun analyzing the interference in detail, hoping to decode any logic within the signal. But what they're finding is even more unsettling. The bursts are irregular, unpredictable, like nothing Voyager should be capable of sending on its own. And that's when a disturbing theory began to emerge. What if this isn't just a response? What if it's a warning? Imagine a civilization advanced enough to intercept and decode Voyager's message. What would they think of humanity? Of our history, our wars, our technology? What message would they choose to send back to us? And what if they're not saying hello? What if they're saying, stop? Maybe Voyager has crossed into territory that was never meant to be entered. Maybe it has become a beacon, unintentionally drawing attention to us. And now, the message being sent back might not be one of peace, but of caution. Or worse. Of course, not all scientists agree. Some still believe the signal may be the result of equipment failure, decades of radiation, isolation, and entropy finally taking their toll. But there's something about the timing that raises eyebrows. Why now? Why, after nearly 50 years of stable operation, is Voyager suddenly behaving like this? And if this is a response, who, or what, is responding? Astrophysicists remind us that the universe is vast, teeming with phenomena we barely understand. It's possible this interference is something entirely natural, an exotic form of cosmic energy, a particle field, or radiation we've never seen before. But it's also possible that we've been noticed. That our lonely spacecraft, carrying a message of peace, has finally been answered, not with words, but with a signal that may carry meaning we're not ready to comprehend. Voyager 1 continues its silent voyage into the cosmic void, farther than any human creation has ever gone. It's still sending data. Still transmitting. But for how much longer? Eventually, its power will fail. Its systems will fall silent. And when that day comes, all we'll have left are the questions. What really happened out there? Did we receive a reply from the stars? Or were we simply staring into the dark and seeing reflections of our own fears? Voyager may never tell us for sure. But perhaps that's the point. Perhaps the real legacy of this tiny ship isn't just the science it gathered, but the mystery it leaves behind. A reminder that space is not just a frontier, it's a mirror. And sometimes, what it reflects back, is far more than we bargained for.